Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Welcome to Dan Murphy and Minnie Cooper's recap of RuPaul's Drag Race UK episode 2.
Ow. Alright, so Gothi was the first to go, and she's UK's pork chop.
Gothi $10. First time ever live a song in her life on national? No, world television. Amazing, congratulations. Wouldn't you have practiced at home at least?
Scaredy Cat, she said she's never seen a drag show before. She's seen a drag show now.
Yeah.
From behind.
I love a top and bottom. So, the episode started, what do we have? A little bit of a top and a little bit of a bottom. I would say all bottoms, except for one.
Which one?
Scaredy Cat. People have sex with women aren't bottoms, are they?
What if they are? What if a straight guy is a bottom?
Dildo.
Oh.
That's what they're for, isn't it? But let's get to RuPaul's Drag Race. It was Pick of the Teens, which I think was a bit to stir a bit of trouble in the workroom. Because I think they know there's a bit of ego in the room. Who got to pick the teens? Miss Vivian. And those eyebrows. As a boy. Hello. Poor Davinia got stuck on Scaredy Cat's team. All the people with no performance experience. But for her, it was a good thing because she shone. Don't want to jump ahead. I thought she was actually the best. Probably should have won the challenge, even though I did love the bag of chips. I actually thought she was better, Davinia.
Do you mean Davina?
Oh, Davina. I didn't get anyone's name right, don't worry. Downtown Draggy, which I think was a great concept.
I like the idea on paper, but in execution it was a bit like, oh, this is kind of fallen a bit flat.
We go to the challenge. We had our first group, which was Vinegar Strokes, the actor of the group, the thespian, a bag of chips, Miss Vivian, and something more.
I didn't think she was that bad in the challenge, but she was the worst out of the four of them.
Yeah, she was the worst. I'd agree with that. And
Yeah.
she had some great gags there that was sort of lost, but it was sort of okay. Bag of chips was bloody hilarious.
So funny.
Just
What I
funny.
love about Bag of Chips is every time she's on screen or with people, she makes them laugh, she makes them smile. She's a joy creator.
She's a fun bag.
Much better!
Do you know who I thought was the best actor in the first one? The dead guy. He was fantastic. Did all his lines correctly.
Cheryl Hole tongue popping though. Oh,
She is the Laganja of UK Drag Race. You're not a listen.
Oh,
you cheers!
I've never made that noise before!
She's been working on that for days. Nah, you got something stuck in your phallus. You're like Mr. Reed. You know, you put peanut butter in your mouth to make you talk. The thing with comedy, if it's not happening well around you, it's hard to be funny. Because it's all about timing. Comedy's all about timing. The one thing I have to give to Vivian, she always looks amazing. That wig, everything he did for Megan Smith was incredible. Attention to detail with her. Vinegar Strokes wasn't impressed with her acting at all, considering she's the thespian.
Maybe she's got a silent part on stage.
Chorus.
Something wrong with lines. Yeah, they really made a show of her stuffing up all those lines. I'm sure everybody else stuffed up their lines, but they really showed that she was having trouble. And then in that final product, she wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I think she came across really well.
Yeah.
And that's in editing. Everyone looks better in editing. We do.
Can we talk about Scaredy Cats?
I love the way when she does her makeup. You know when you have a makeup week, when you do your makeup, and then if you use it a bit long, it goes really dark brown, she stuck them on the sides and has them like a sideburn. I thought that's really creative.
I was like, oh, I didn't know Elvis was around in Downton Abbey times, but...
Davina. She was like an English Dane. Her acting was fantastic. I thought she was actually the best actor out of all of them. Davina really was an actor and became the character. It was just fantastic and bloody hilarious.
When you're that good, surrounded by people who weren't very good, she just shines.
I'm in the perfect group. I'm going to be safe in this one. I actually thought Blue Hydrangea just got nervous. I think she's actually, I really warmed her a lot.
Oh! I love the bit when they go back to the workroom and Blue Hydrangea and Something Wong are like, let's have a chat, guys. Oh yeah, let's have a chat. And they get that fur, chuck it in the corner and sit down jammed amongst all their costumes. It's like, why are you sitting there? There are chairs everywhere.
Then we had Something Wrong. We can see where she gets her nice white glass look with all that white she wears. Did you notice that? Did you take note there?
How could I miss it?
No. But what I liked about their conversation they were having, we had a little kitty cat there who has a relationship with a woman, but not necessarily labelled straight. And then we have a different generation where Chinese cannot tell their family But do you know what I love her about? She's living her life, still living her true self regardless of what her family thinks. It's such a shame her family can't accept her for that, but at least she's living her true self, and I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, good on her.
This is what I love about RuPaul's Drag Race. It really touches on these things about drag queens that used to be considered these freaks of nature, which we are. But it makes us human, that we feel, and it's a wonderful thing. That's what I do love about the show. Oh, that was just dirt, not just
The guest judges, Graham and Maisie? Who's Maisie?
She's from Game of Thrones.
Oh, I don't watch that show. I knew it must have been Game of Thrones because if ever there's a celebrity on TV that I don't know, I assume it's Game of Thrones
Or
sport.
Then we have the Runway.
Bond Girl Glamorama.
First one out was
The Vivian. Oh.
perfection, as always.
So good. The sparkles on that outfit was so good on TV.
Everyone in Sydney's wearing that fabric at the moment. It's $5.95 at Marigold. But it does look fantastic though.
That Grace Jones look, just perfection.
Yeah, loved, cannot fault it. Or the makeup, immaculate. Even when she was being a bitch after that, I was just looking at her makeup going, oh, it's so flawless, I want to be you.
Something Wong.
Very similar to Vivian's, but not as good.
But I think it was the best she's ever looked.
Yeah, she's actually impressed me actually. It was just her first look that really got me for her. Everything I've seen since then, I've loved. And it's not as finessed as this Vivian, but I still think it's really great.
I wasn't jarred. Sometimes she comes out and you're like, oh, okay, change that, change that, change that. She came out and you go, oh, okay, that's okay. Vinegar Strokes.
I know we were doing Bomb Girls, but I didn't know you were doing Judi Dench. I don't think it's the one girl we were going for.
It looked like she went to Maggie T, but in the 90s, and then she'd been in a knife fight and someone had sliced her.
Oh, it's such a shame because I really like her as a person, but a drag, I just don't like it at all. Dr. No.
Dr. No, thank you.
Why was she nicer than Ellie?
That's what I thought as well.
I didn't get the connection. I mean, Liza hasn't even sung a Bomb thing, has she? It would have been better if she was Shirley Bassey. It was confusing.
I felt like it was a Snatch Game outfit and she was told you can't do that for Snatch Game. She's like, all right, I'll do it for Bond. But she had all those tenuous links to Bond films where she's throwing the hat. I don't know, it was weird. But I still loved it and the judges ate it up.
I think this is the magic of Bag of Chips. She's so joyful, you don't notice anything that's wrong. Or there's a disconnect because it's so joyful. And it's a wonderful quality she's got. I wish I had it.
Me too. Cheryl Hole. So that dress, she came out in that dress that looked like a sack. You know when someone wears something that's a little bit ill-fitting and you think, oh, okay, maybe there's a reveal.
Well, thank God there was because she had to get it off because it was revolting. But then, my favourite part was the reveal to a swimsuit that sat here with no tits. I was very confused. Do you even start there? That was the worst swimsuit I've ever seen in my life. How can a swimsuit go so horribly wrong?
Like you said last week, normally when you do a reveal, you reveal to a better outfit.
I didn't know who made one bad outfit, I made two. Ta-da!
Crystal, that's it. When she came out, best she's ever looked. She was covered like ankle to wrist, and then she took that jacket off and flashed her hairy armpits, and I was like, oh, not again.
Maybe just imagine it's not there.
Even just trim them, like scissors, just trim them down. They don't have to be that hairy. I like what I like.
I just thought she looked fantastic. I have no problem with the hair because, you know, as they say, it's drag in a different new kind of way. And drag can be very many different things, can't say anything more. Then we had, scaredy cat.
So you know when you've been out at the disco and you go back to someone's house for a kick on?
Heard about them.
Dress up box comes out. And it looks like she went through the dress up box and she goes, oh, here's a bomber jacket. Oh, here's a skirt. Here's a belt. Oh, I'm just going to put them all together. If you're at a recovery party at 9 a.m. sitting in someone's lounge room, you'll go, you look great. Or, you look great. In real life on TV, it looked like a mess.
They loved her look, I think.
Why?
No, I don't know. It looked like when they have you ever seen the Addams Family film? Wednesday has to go to camp, and they have the instructors. Camp instructors. But not so camp.
Davina De Campo.
Fabulous.
Wow.
Loved her look, loved the dead straight hair, loved the eye patch.
She'd just come from Madonna's Madame X tour, picked up some merch.
And her confidence on the runway was wonderful. She shone. Blue Hydrangea was next. Last week she'd never worn a tip, but what did she have this week? She decided to wear 3. I actually thought her look was fantastic.
Especially for a bubba queen.
I'm very confused with the bottom 2. Cheryl Holsworth, 2 bad looks, not 1, but 2 bad looks. Blue Hydrangea looked fantastic and was not as bad as Cheryl Hole in the challenge, and who ended up in the bottom. Did not understand that at all. Did you understand that?
Well, Cheryl's good TV, so they're going to keep her in forever. Downton Draggy Team Vivian. It was a weird scene that they had to perform, and they did their best with what they had.
I thought it was great. I found it really entertaining. I thought they did the editing very well, but I did think Miss Vivian was the weakest in the acting part of their group.
Oh, I didn't mind Vivian. I thought it was a trade-off between her and Something Wrong.
I found Something Wrong quite funny. Ooh, I'm going to go to the other side of my better side. That was a funny line. You could do that very... Oh, excuse me, I've got to do my other side.
Me too. Becky with the good hair. You know when she takes off her wig, she goes, Becky with the good hair. It's like, that's not good hair.
I think they're really nervous and they're not performing at their best. I think they're so wanting to be good because they're not relaxed enough to let their creativity flow because they're judging it and not letting it happen. And when you do that as an artist, you always fail.
When you watch it again, watch it back and watch Vivian, because every time Bagger delivers a line, Vivian's trying not to laugh. You can see her trying not to crack up.
I'd be cracking up too. She's bloody hilarious.
So, other team, what were they called?
The bottom. Blue Hydrangea had one of the best lines about the electricity bill and the candles. It was such a great line, but because she was struggling, it was actually hard to say the way it was worded. It was difficult, so the comedy was lost. But you know who I thought was quite good in their scene? Crystal.
I love when they announced the winner. They're like, bag of chips, you're the winner, and you've won a badge. Cheryl was wearing earrings on the runway.
That's why I didn't even mention it. Oh, it was funny how when they're there, I don't notice.
Oh, Davina's tears. Poor Davina, she's been given it her all and she doesn't think it's enough.
Davina also has insecurities, but she's never good enough, which makes her fantastic because she's always trying to be better, never settling for something and thinking, I'm great, I don't need to try. And so when you have insecurity as a performer, I don't know what it's like.
Me either.
You can think about your insecurity in a healthy way and use it knowing that I know I'm insecure about this, but it's going to make me work harder and I'm going to be better.
When they went back for the Untucked and Cheryl starts piping up.
Me, Cheryl, me, why me. Oh.
Off she goes.
You know what I love? Them calling her out on not being the people that knew her, on not being herself. She was obviously trying to put on this personality on a TV show to make people like her, and you can't sustain it.
No.
It's episode 2 and we've seen through it.
But now she's set up for the journey, the self-discovery journey.
What about Scaredy Cat? 2 weeks in a row, never had performed a song in their life, but I did laugh when they eliminated, which got eliminated. And she said, what do I do to your first show?
It wasn't a bad first gig.
Yes, that's what it was. It was fantastic. I actually really liked that. I thought it was tick.
She's never performed in her life, and it looks like she's never rehearsed in her life either, because Cheryl had her headphones in and she's vamping in front of the mirror, doing all the hand movements. Cut to Scaredy, sitting on a chair in the corner with the headphones in, doing this. Ru goes, I'm gonna ask one of you to Shantae. That means stay. What? We know, we've been watching this for 10 years.
Blue Hydrangea in the lip sync, I thought she did a great job. Actually, she definitely deserved to stay. It should have been Cheryl, in my opinion, in the bottom 2. Her look was far better. Cheryl had 2 bad looks, but it was worth it because she had it done.
I love when Blue Hydrangea, the song is peaking and she jumps up in the air like she's gonna do a split, and then she drops down onto her knees, but she drops down, it's like a soccer player, you know when they score a goal and they run along and then they slide along on their knees. It's like she did the first part of that. Like she's ducking under a fence.
Maybe it's the English version of the death drop.
And I love, again, with baby drags who never performed before, miming out the lyric. Venus on the mountain top. Yeah, baby, she's got it. That's it.
Great first gig, well done. Okay, gotta go.
Oh, hang on.